So since we have a good number of the suits that are confirmed to appear in Marvel Spider-Man 2, I wanted to run through each and every single one and give you my ranking of them all. Also, before we jump in, I obviously just want to preface, a lot of these are just concept images like with all the deluxe edition suits, so I'm just going to judge those the best I can. I obviously have no idea how they're going to look during gameplay and everything like that, so I'm only going off of what we have. Also, I'm only doing the suits that are absolutely 100% confirmed to be in the game so far. First up, at the number 15 spot, we have the tactical suit from the digital deluxe edition. You know, the color scheme on this one, it looks pretty nice, it's okay. White is very prominent, but the mask it's almost like a pilot's helmet, and that look, it's not my favorite. I'm not in love with that. Like, everything from the neck down kind of just looks more like a Spider-Man original cosplay than it does an actual Spider-Man suit. Next up, at number 14, we got the Stone Monkey suit. I give this suit more credit just because, like, it goes for an outlandish sort of style, I guess. It feels reminiscent of like the Spider-Man 1602 suit, which I'm also really not a big fan of. I've never really vibed with that suit whatsoever. But I will say I do like the gold on dark red accents on this suit. Those complement each other very, very well. Like, I don't know, that furry rough collar thing like kind of makes me cringe a little bit. I don't know.
Oh, brother!
And in the 13th slot, I put the Arachnite suit. I, for some reason, really enjoy the mouthpiece part of the mask. I can't explain that to you. I really don't know why. It's just, it's appealing to me. The eyes on this suit are kind of a mixed bag for me. I don't really dislike them, but I also don't like them. It's a weird middle ground that I can't describe. I will say though, the bright yellow spider is not appealing to me at all. It just takes me out of it so much. Also, this suit kind of reminds me of that like heavily armored version of the advanced suit that they released like with the remastered version of the game, and I don't like that suit at all. In the number 12 spot, I put the biomechanical suit for Miles. With this suit, it's mainly just whatever is going on with the mouth that I don't enjoy. It looks like they tried to do some spider fang thing or something. Again, it's really hard to tell. This is just concept art. Maybe it'll look better in game, but I don't like whatever's going on right there at all. Like with this concept image, to me, it just looks a lot more like a small little bird beak rather than like spider fangs, if that's what they were even going for. I have no idea. I will say the color scheme of this one really reminds me of that like polygonal one from Miles Morales. I forget the name, but I'll show a picture. The color scheme very much matches that, and I didn't hate that suit. I just thought it was very weird, and I never really used it that much. In at number 11, we have the Tokusatsu suit. This suit is an inspiration from the Japanese genre, similar to the Power Rangers. I've never really been the biggest fan of the Power Rangers or their suits, so I don't love this one. I will say I surprisingly enjoy the longer eyes across the mask / helmet. I guess it looks more like a helmet here. And also the spider on the chest looks really, really fucking cool. Like, bro, look at that thing. Like, you cannot tell me that looks bad. I mean, you probably can, but you would be wrong. Alright, we are slowly easing our way into the top 10, and at number 10, I got the apocalyptic suit. And this one kind of looks like a suit that might be designed and placed into Fortnite. I can't explain why I say that, but that's just what comes to mind. I'm sure it's inspired by something like Cyberpunk 2077 or something Cyberpunk-esque, but I gotta say, I kind of like the hair coming out of the top of the mask. I also really like the extra circles placed around the mask to give it that kind of spider eye effect. It looks a lot better than just straight up fangs coming out of the front like the biomechanical suit. I also like the look of the jacket, and I think that might look cool while you're swinging around the city. At number 9, I have the Encoded suit. Alright, this is about to be a deep cut. I don't know if any of you have played or remember a game called Haze back on PlayStation 3, but if you do, that's the first thing that came to mind when I saw this suit. The colors don't exactly match up. It's kind of more of a orangey color, it looks like, on the Encoded suit rather than like a deep yellow, but still, that's what I thought of. Because I believe in Haze, if you get shot in the back on like the little circle thing that like feeds you your super suit powers, I think it turns orangey red. I don't know, I might be making this up. I really do like the yellowish orange color though that flows through the suit. I imagine that it might be moving or something during gameplay and it'll look like some sort of fluid flowing throughout the suit. I imagine that'll look really cool to play with at nighttime. Also, the logo on the chest sort of reminds me of a stretched out version of the MCU Spider-Man logo. Maybe not so much with the legs, I might just be imagining that in my head, but the actual body of the spider definitely reminds me of the MCU Spider-Man logo. What I really don't like though are these random pieces of metal that seem to be sticking up off of the suit in very random places. I'm interested to see how that's gonna look in game though. And before we jump into number 8, I want to say if you're enjoying the video so far, hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate that. But hey, you don't have to. There's also the dislike button. The choice is yours. On to number 8, I have the 25th Century suit. This suit kind of seems like Peter's version of Miles's 2020 suit, and I actually really like it. And listen, I know I bagged on the tactical suit for having like a pilot's helmet look, but you slap a space helmet on there? I really love everything that's going on with the mask. I also imagine this suit is gonna look pretty sick at nighttime, swinging around with the blue accents glowing. But what I really don't like is how bulky the suit seems to be. The bulky armor look has just never really been my cup of tea when it comes to Spider-Man suits. On to number 7, I have the red Specter suit from Miles. I'm a sucker for Spider-Man suits with hoods, at least most of the time. So this one is right up my alley. I love the dreads coming out of the front of the hood. I also like the piece of cloth pulled up right below his eyes. I think that looks really cool. I mean, the webs on the back of the hood go hard as hell, and the red, black, and white color scheme makes me hard as hell. Sorry guys, somebody broke into my house or something. That was crazy. I'm not the biggest fan of the spider logo on the front, but that's really the only negative I have. At number 6, I have the Akumat suit, or the Akumat suit, however you say it. The color scheme on this suit is amazing to me. Purple and gold/yellow are really shining together. It looks very tech-based, which isn't really a positive or a negative in my mind. It's more of that middle ground like I mentioned earlier with a different suit. I really like it because it looks like the most distinct suit on this list, and I'm really digging that. The shape of the eyes is a bit weird, I will say, and also those like speakers sticking out of his jawline are kind of strange as well. But I can't wait to see how it looks in-game. Now we are finally breaking into the top 5, and at number 5, I have the Shadow Spider suit. Like I said, I'm a sucker for Spider-Man suits with hoods, so this is already having a win in my book. But I also love how the actual mask itself has a spider on it. Changes it up from the traditional style of just having a chest logo and whatnot. And the webbing on the inside of the cape is chef's kiss. Mwah. Plus that white and gold color variant is calling my name for real. Alright, at number 4, I got the Arachnite suit. The main reason I put this one over the Shadow Spider suit is because the white and red together look fantastic. The huge spider on the front of the suit is also incredibly damn sexy. And I usually hate gauntlets on a Spider-Man suit, but these look super nice. On to the top 3, with the third one being the Symbiote suit. Listen, this is a classic suit, and Insomniac said they always wanted to do it justice.
I think that something like that suit deserves its day in the spotlight. And I think just making it a unlockable suit wouldn't be doing it justice.
And I believe they did. Of course, there are some things I don't love about it, like how it looks kind of padded and armored, but I know that is most likely because it has to bond on top of the advanced suit, and judging by the end of the trailer when the eyes slightly shift, I think the suit might evolve over time, and I might end up loving it even more. But besides that, I love how slimy and alive it looks. It's just, oh my gosh, it's so nice. And at number 2, I got Miles's 2.0 suit. I mean, this suit is gorgeous. I know it's been a hot topic on Twitter and whatnot as to the red lines running down the sides of the suit, but I think they add that fly ambiance. I mean, they kept what worked from the first iteration and added more to love. My one quarrel is with the padding on the gloves. They look a little out of place to me, but it makes sense at the end of the day because, you know, they're punching dudes. I can't complain. And at number 1, if it wasn't obvious, it is Peter's Advanced Suit 2.0. The first Advanced Suit was so close to being perfect, the red just looked a little bit out of color and more orangey. Making this a much more deep and vibrant red works amazingly. I'm also a huge fan of the lighter blue, which I know it's not everyone's taste, especially after the new suit at the end of No Way Home. There was a lot of debate about the blue color in that one, but this lighter blue is amazing to me. I also love the new design around the belt. The sharp edges and lines look really, really nice. And the extra white accents that run down the forearms look really nice too. If any of you guys have a ranking for all of the suits that we know about so far, drop it in the comments. I would love to see your numbered ranking. I want to see how all of our opinions differ because I'm sure some of you guys watching this video cringed at my list. But hey, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I guess that's it.